A few months ago, I watched a TV show. I don't remember what the show was about though. There was this scene where an elder man living in the middle of nowhere was deeply committed to studying English. He might have been in his 70s or 80s, and he only relied on an English education program on his radio to study English. He didn't get the internet. His routine began with washing his face, after which he would start English studies. He didn't have any special way to study English, nor did he have any other content for English learning, except for the radio program and its accompanying textbooks. After listening to the radio program, he repeatedly wrote down the expressions he learned from the radio program on discarded newspapers in order to memorize them. To assess his English skills, the TV program's staff brought an English native speaker to have a conversation with his elderly man in English. Amazingly, the elderly man had no significant issues talking with the native speaker. After the interview, the staff asked him how the elderly man's English was. The native speaker was surprised by his abilities, and he said that even though the elderly man's English was not perfect, he could effectively convey what he wanted to say. I admired his English skills and his consistent effort. He devoted all his time to studying English, except for eating, sleeping, and working for a long time. We often find excuses for our poor English proficiency, saying like, I wasn't able to attend language training abroad, or I didn't have any good study method. But it's obvious we have way better and more content available for learning English than the elder man does. In fact, I also used to skip over the fundamentals in search for a quick fix to improve my English skills, such as how to enhance English skills in a short time, or the best way to improve English listening skills. However, the more important thing is the need to put in significant effort as the elder man did. Maybe it seems that I was seeking more convenient methods rather than more efficient ones. I tried to persuade myself that just by repeating watching videos without subtitles, my English skills would improve. However, the truth is, it seems that I just didn't want to take the time to look up unfamiliar words or memorize new expressions from the script. And I would watch new videos instead of repeating previous ones, convincing myself that this approach would be more effective. But if I'm being honest, I was just making excuses because I found it tedious to watch the same videos repeatedly. To improve our English skills off the charts, I believe it's essential to memorize many expressions and watch the same videos again and again. However, since this part is the most difficult in learning English, it's natural for anyone to want to avoid it. Regardless, we need to push through this process. And last but not least, the most important thing is, I think, being able to overcome setbacks you might experience while learning English. No matter how much you enjoy studying English or how hard you are working on it, setbacks are inevitable because you may not immediately notice the progress in your English skills. Fortunately, if you keep doing and at some point cross the critical point, you will obviously take a leap forward in your English learning. Initially, I hesitated to give this kind of advice due to my humble English proficiency. But considering that someone like me with a slow language acquisition has managed to reach this level, I feel like others can achieve it too. That's why I made this short film today. When tackling challenging things, encouragement and motivation are always necessary. I genuinely wish you the best of luck. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later. Thank you.